Okay, continuing with our piece, we were kind of working on the face a little bit here, and we want to kind of bring that that face down. Just like that. Now we're going to start cutting a little bit. We're going to bring the face to a corner here. Cut the corners off a little bit. Remember, like I said, we also have the fact that the face is much like an egg. So we want to kind of cut the corners off here. Okay. Now see that? See the way that's done? Okay. Now let's see. We're going to kind of course, if you look at the figure, he's way too big. We're going to have to come down with him even more. So let's kind of work on the hat a little bit. So what we're going to do is this point where the hat comes up, the brim will come around, and the top part of the hat will be kind of a square type, in other words. So what we have to do is we have to bring down this top of the hat here, is what we have to do. Okay? So let's take our knife, come across here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to slowly begin to bring the top of the hat down. Now be kind of careful in this area because you're around the edges and stuff, and we're just going to sort of bring this portion of the hat back like this. Okay? Same thing over here. Just take your time, don't get in a big hurry. Start taking off a little bit, sort of taking that top of the hat down is what we're doing. See, basically what we're trying to do is get our figure formed out, is what we're doing. Go. Like that. See, we're just taking that off in there, bringing this down, kind of bringing this brim down a little bit. And this is kind of a slow process here as we get the top of the hat ready. But it's just see how we're doing that? Where the top of the hat or the brim. Okay? And it's just basically go from both sides of the figure, just like that, so that you can kind of get an even texture of the hat itself, in other words. And and even around the back a little bit. You want to take just a little bit off because it's kind of, this top is kind of squared is what it is. And the wood that in here, in this area, is a little bit tough when you start doing this because you're going against the grain, so you want to be careful. As you do this. Okay, you see that? Now, of course, this, and also we're going to start kind of rounding this brim off just a little bit. Now, we want to bring that brim down before we round it off too much. We want to start rounding it off just a little bit, like that, in other words. But we're going to bring that brim down even more. See, like that. Because this brim, of course, is way, way too thick. Well, like that, see? As we start to bring that brim down. Now this is where a good V tool or a good flat